made my mind up. I'm gonna get a hip millennial career. I'm gonna walk away from benefits and retirement. I'm gonna do something cool. And by cool, I mean I'm not gonna help the world. I'm gonna make it a worse place, actually. I'm either going to start a charity for a fake positivity movement. It's going to be like Fat People Acceptance or Black Lives Matters, which is nothing but just they probably don't know who Martin Luther King is, but they sure hate white people. Um, and they don't know who Ben Franklin is, but Kate Moss should be thrown into the Holocaust. Otherwise, I'm thinking is I'm going to write a really shitty Mary Sue book, basically where it's what I want and what a lot of people want, where I don't know, it's going to kind of be like a guy's version of 50 Shades of Grey, which is good because I write on about a 7th grade level, so I might have to tone it down a little bit so more of the population can can accept this and enjoy it. And it's going to be about this guy who finds out his uncle was a trillionaire and he gets a company, and unfortunately there's a time machine, so he has to go back and like personally beat Hitler in an arm wrestling match. But he can bring a Trans Am back, and the Trans Am has no mufflers. and and of course, although those stars from back in the day totally want to sleep with you, but thanks to this time machine for some reason, which I'll never explain in the book, but nobody's gonna care. that that like some famous celebrities come with me too, and I'm gonna have a friend who I don't know who he's gonna be, but we're gonna make him like a 1980s token black friend, kind of like like the guy from Miami Vice, and I think is gonna make the world a significantly worse place, much like 50 Shades of Grey. But that's what I'm gonna do with my life, and if you don't like it, then you're clearly part of a capitalistic system and a scumbag because communism would fix this. Where in reality, I would be lined up against a wall and saved because I would actually be able to do something like plant things or build a building, and you'd be drug out and shot. It's kind of, it's a wonderful thing. But if you're really that suicidal, then I would just read 50 Shades of Grey again. It's a far worse thing than death. I don't get my whole generation. It's pathetic that I can't even stop laughing. There's, the sad part is it's just sometimes when you get to a breaking point of misery, looking around what's okay, and having a work ethic or goals and dreams is considered some sort of horrible bigoted idea. Um, uh, this makes me a terrible person because I want to travel and explore the world, but I don't want to do it using student loans because somehow that's less ethical than stealing from your government or from a private system and pretending to go to college when you just dick off in Italy for a year. Yeah. I'm so sick of this. So sick of this. I can't wait. I can't wait for some sort of generic post about some societal claims of things falling apart will happen, because it won't. It's just going to keep getting worse and worse until there's nothing to get worse, and it'll eventually get better, but there's not going to be a zombie apocalypse to save us. No, there's not. There's not going to be some sort of nuclear war where you can hide in your little your prepper bunker, which is another word for your grandparents' house. But that's kind of just the state of the world today. Is you're a bad person if you have a job, and you should be ashamed of yourself. So I'm gonna start that book. I don't know what to call it, but it's gonna be a great book. It's gonna be a great book, and I'm gonna start my little hate movement. Get a charity thing. I don't know which group I really don't like, or what more important, which group I can pretend to like to make my little hate group and have never have to pay taxes on it. Where I'll have a whole bunch of these real big news industries give me money and interviews too. I'm gonna get on TV, and you're gonna post that you hate me on Twitter, and it's gonna be okay because I'm not even gonna read it, and you're gonna have a whole bunch of friends of yours that agree that I'm a terrible person, and I'll never know that, and it'll be great. That's just the dream of everybody's future now, and well, I can't even laugh anymore at this point.